to Sam Roberts. Now, here we are on this, of all days, the loneliest night of the week, another lonely Friday night, which can mean only one thing. On the Not Sam wall, the one and only Hot Dog is here.
Me again?
Yeah, I know. People keep telling me that. Not again. It couldn't be. Yeah, it is. It could be, and it is. That's exactly.
Yeah, you told me Beyonce was going to be here.
Well, I said it was a surprise guest. TMZ said it was going to be Beyonce.
All right. Well, this will do.
Well, now, were you disappointed? You know, we spent a few weeks back, we spent quite a long time breaking down the Republican National Convention and all the celebrities that were there, the Hulk Hogans, the Kid Rocks performing. And I thought it could, you know, the DNC definitely went somewhat, I guess, celebrity heavy. They had like Kerry Washington hosting and stuff like that. And I wondered if they would compete, if they needed I figured musician and wrestler, maybe Beyonce and Sheamus. And then I saw Sheamus was in Ireland with the Pat McAfee show. So I said, okay, maybe Mankind. Could be Mankind. I don't know. But they said there was going to be a surprise. They said there was going to be a surprise. They said there's a surprise on the thing. And so I'm sitting here and I'm watching it and I'm going, wow, this may feel like a very enthusiastic, however typical, you know, Democratic National Convention. Good energy, but still a political convention.
They had DL Hughley.
But he was on the schedule. He wasn't a surprise.
No, he was not.
He had a couple good lines, but he wasn't a surprise, you know?
No.
And so I said, okay, it's cool that DL's here as an announcement, but a surprise, right? And they go, you know, some guy, and they keep having these cornballs walk up on stage. A lot of the state by state, and this goes for both parties, the governors state by state who are clearly not presidential material, like you're not national material, really come across like cornballs when the big spotlight's on them.
Right, like a random like the Nebraska,
right,
or something like that.
And you can tell, like you can hear it. Now we all got sound bars on our TV, you know, you got that good sound. So you can clearly hear that he's getting a major ovation from one corner of the arena. And everybody else is like, okay, I guess. But yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for a surprise. And one of these state governors goes, coming up, by the way, B-Herb says, energy. Did the Democrats have Hulk Hogan ripping off his shirt on stage? No, they did not. That's a great point. No, they didn't.
It's a different kind of energy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is. And then I wonder if Kamala is going to go like 98 minutes to beat Trump. Like, how long is she going to go? Which, by the way, already, I will tell you this, all these Republican Democratic conventions, what business do they have going as late into the evening as they do? It's insane.
They took a play from like WWE and AEW where there's
not under the Triple H regime. No. We're doing 5 matches a show. We're in and out, baby. Like
the old regime
where it's like more is better. And yeah, but at some point we want to go do our podcast and go to bed. You know, we gotta. I'm speaking for the people, not just for me.
And the dirt sheets, they were like, you know, whatever the equivalent of dirt sheets is for politics.
And it gets you all excited. And you go, no matter how good it is, no matter how good the main event is, if I don't get a surprise debut, I'm shitting all over this show.
And Roman Reigns isn't coming back.
Right. And see, in the old regime, Roman Reigns wouldn't have come back. In the new one, they were like, oh, we got to get him back. He needs to be there. And so,
all these tweets.
Yeah. Not only tweets, TMZ, the ultimate dirt sheet, goes, Beyonce's gonna be there. And
Beyonce is in Chicago.
She's in Chicago. She's going to be there. And then Kamala's even coming out to Freedom. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if isn't K-Dot's on that song, right? Isn't that the song that Kendrick's on?
I'm not too sure.
I think it is. I go, I wonder if K-Dot's going to be there too, because they said surprise. Like once you say surprise, it's bigger and bigger and bigger. He is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my God, can you imagine starting the summer with the Hey Drake, I Heard You Like 'Em Young concert, and then ending with this, that would be you. And then guy goes, he goes, now the moment you've all been waiting for. And they play the promo package if you have Peacock Premium for Kamala. and they play the video package, and I go, okay, I know how this works. You think the video package is leading to the speech, but the video package is leading the surprise, and the surprise brings out the speech. I know how to book a show. I know what we're doing.
They really did book this out like a wrestling event, and in the way that things were organized, and they had a promo package beforehand.
Yeah, except what we didn't know is it was a 2012 wrestling program. We thought it was a 2024 because the video package, and then boom, here's the Beyonce music. Now, as the convention was going on, I guess Beyonce's people got out there and they were like, she's not doing this. Like, don't get mad at her. You can get mad at anyone else. Don't get mad at Queen because she's not going to be there. I'm telling you right now. And we're
you know what my reaction was?
What?
Ah, okay. I see what you're doing here.
All right.
Okay.
I see you. I see you, Miss Carter, throwing the old swerve my way. Okay, she's not coming. Yeah, it's totally.
Even CNN sees it. Even like when they were doing like their in-betweens, like they were like, and the people are buzzing for who the surprise may be or may not be.
I don't know. I heard they're drinking lemonade.
I was like, yes, let's go.
Yes.
I was fool enough to think that maybe, all right, once Kamala came out, I was like, huh, weird. So I guess she's just gonna have Beyonce clothes?
I mean, that's literally when you're watching wrestling shows, you go, well, they could, I guess, challenge the winner of the main event.
Is this a swerve?
Huh. I was waiting, and then I was like, oh, I know. Okay, I figured it out. She's taking a page out of Steve Jobs' book. Every time Steve Jobs would get up there at the Apple events, and he'd go, oh, wait. One more thing. Oh, and one more thing. And here comes Beyonce. Oh, the single ladies, or something. I don't know what she's gonna sing.
Which would have been a very weird way to end the DNC just on a musical performance. I admit.
Although it would be great if she came out and did like 40 minutes, like did a whole. And CNN's just sitting there like, are we staying with this? Are we gonna run the whole thing?
I was so into like the whole wrestling mindset.
Yeah,
I was waiting as like the balloons were dropping.
Me too.
I was waiting for that trademark ticker on the bottom left.
Yeah, and I go, no. Adam Cole's coming. He's coming. I know he's gonna be there. No. Because we saw Drew McIntyre in the crowd returning from the Indies. So we know Adam Cole's coming. He's not. We know something's coming at the end. And even when CNN started talking, well, great speech from Kamala Harris. I go, guys, you better no. I think something else is.
Some cameras there.
Nothing.
They got us.
They got it. I mean, Hato, you've seen me in motion. You know how I operate. If I found out, if this were my night, if I'm running for president, and I realize that some asshole has decided to get out there and tell everybody there's a big surprise. You think this was Trump? You think Trump and
that's
people,
what I was going to say. That sounds like the GOP.
That the GOP, they were like, guys, tune in. I heard there's going to be a Beyonce-sized surprise. If I found out that the people thought there was going to be a surprise, because you heard this like a couple hours before the thing even started.
Right. I was texting my girl because she's a big, she's a, Beehive?
The whatever. Beehive, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, hey, you might want to tune in because.
I mean, like, even if I couldn't get Beyonce, forget it. Like, you have a teleprompter. You don't need to memorize the speech. I'm not sitting there working on my speech at that point. I'm running for president, okay? I'm making every call. Even if I can't get Beyonce, it's going to be a Beyonce-size surprise. I am sending out a private jet. I'm delaying my speech. Throw a couple
Who can we get in the next 4 hours right now?
You don't think I can get somebody in 4 hours? It's Chicago. Get Kanye up there. People, if you get Kanye up there, people will forget. If you're like,
it'll be like a baby face turn.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if Kanye just came out and he wore a Kamala shirt and played Stronger, everyone would forget.
Is he coming out too stronger or is he playing stronger? Because you need a big pop. What song is he coming out to?
Probably Gold Digger.
Yeah, that's a big pop.
And then he goes like this. I'm not saying Trump's a gold digger, and everyone's like, yeah. like if Kamala was like, I know we heard an apology from DL earlier tonight, but do you guys want to hear from one more person? And they'd be like, I guess so. And then you just hear, she take my money. Oh, shit. Yeah. And he comes out with a nitrous oxide mask on.
Oh, that'd be the best.
It'd be the best.
Yeah.
I mean,
you figured how to get a big surprise guest in 4 minutes. They had 4 hours.
They had 4 hours. I did it in 4 minutes.
And it's not like it was a bad show for their standards, but like it was a little bit deflating
compared to the hype. I thought there was a surprise. Look, maybe other people were watching for the substance of what the speakers were saying. Okay. If that's what you were, I was watching for the surprise.
Yes,
I wanted the surprise, and I didn't get one. So it was a bummer. And then, 12 hours removed, we get the official big announcements, which again, this had been teased quite a bit. Yes. But RFK officially endorsing Donald Trump, deciding that he is suspending his campaign. RFK no longer running to be the president of the United States. This is actually like the third shift. Like even when I was listening to his speech, I guess I didn't follow along that closely, but he started going like, no, I'm running as a Democrat. And they were like, okay. And he was like, no, okay, I'll be an independent. And they were like, that makes a little more sense. And now he's like, okay, I'll endorse the Republican. So
shocker, colorless surprise.
Yeah.
It's almost as if it was like a spoiler for the Democrats the whole time.
I mean,
it's supposed to be a spoiler.
It's supposed to be. I think that there was a big plan if Biden was still running, and they're all trying to figure out what to do, because you can't do the same playbook. Biden was that was an easy dub. Let's be honest.
I think when it was Biden, there were enough people that would protest vote RFK.
Right.
Then they replaced him, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now I'm only really hurting Trump. So
let me not.
Yeah, let me not.
Yeah, and also, I mean, he went a little. Look, I'm glad he's still going to be around. I like hearing what he's got to say. I mean, I click on his Instagram videos. I saw him catch a rattlesnake.
You can understand it?
Yeah, you just got to you got to listen closely. But his action, I mean, he can backflip. He looks amazing with no shirt on. He caught a rattlesnake in a pillowcase in his driveway. I mean, be 100% honest. If there was a rattlesnake in your driveway, are you leaving the house ever again?
No.
Door's locked. I'm seal the whole fortress, because that rattlesnake has determined that my driveway is his home. So as long as he doesn't come in mine, I think we're just fine. But I'm a hermit now.
Yeah. Can I get an assault rifle and I just spray bullets until I hit it?
Yeah, that would, you change your stance on gun control in a hurry.
It's a little bit too much for a snake.
Yeah.
No.
And you missed it every time you missed it. You just have a bunch of holes in your driveway. Yeah, I mean, he ate that bear. Don't forget, that was cool.
He tried to eat that bear.
Oh, that's right. He tried to eat that bear, but then he used it for a prank, which is funny.
Yeah.
Remember, Tom Green found the antelope, and he found the bear. I mean, Yeah.
Right.
Remember, he humped his bums on the.
Yes.
So that's fun. He got the worm in his brain. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. I don't want him, and plus he's married to Cheryl Hines. That's awesome. So
I think it's great. I think it's great that he might possibly be the health secretary, or
they should put him in charge of the CIA.
You don't think health? You don't.
Well, he's he's
gonna go there. Oh, with the vaccines and all that stuff.
I'm just saying, because
you've taken advice from him, right? When it comes to vaccines,
look at his body. I would. My man,
unvaxxed, no vax,
not one for anything.
The vax is actually what's depleting all of your 6-pack abs.
Polio too? I don't know, because I got the polio one. Did he not get the polio?
No, that's why he's shredded.
Look at him doing push-ups. Look at the tricep, the shoulder definition.
I wish I looked like that.
I was
gonna say
actually
at 60. I wish I looked like that now.
I was shocked. The other Kennedys are not.
Kennedy!
That's actually, I don't know if anybody's talked to Ken Kennedy, but the other Kennedys, they have released a statement, which is that they disagree with what he said. So I'm really glad they put that out there, because I was confused.
This motherfucker got brainworms.
I was confused on where the rest of his family stood. So it's really good that they got that out there. I mean, I'm interested to see where it goes. You know, I mean, people think that the CIA was, connected with what happened to his uncle. So let's see. Maybe he gets to get in there and talk to the CIA now, finally.
All right. Well, Sammy, political commentator here.
Yes.
Do you think it's going to change the election in any way, shape, or form? Do you think this is going to help? Do you think there's anyone who was going to vote Dem or like going to vote RFK who's now like, if he's endorsing Trump, I'm going to endorse Trump?
When you say vote Dem, do you mean Democrat or like we Dem?
Like, no, Democrat.
We Dem. Oh, okay. Look, first of all,
how does this change the landscape of the political universe, Sammy? Go ahead.
I'm glad you asked me, and this is why you're on the show, because you understand. I'm like a fish to water. Like 1 week, let's do a sports show. 1 week, let's do a pilot. You could put me on any channel on cable, and I'm gonna tear it up. And today, we're the news. So yeah. Look, I think that everybody's got a little bit of a clouded view at the moment because the Democrats have a huge wave of momentum at the moment.
They have a high.
They're on a high. Right, Kamala is doing very well. They have figured out how to use the internet properly. Finally, after like 12 years, they figured out how to use the internet a little bit better.
What if we just trolled them back?
Yeah, they never thought of this until now. Or maybe they had thought of this, except like Biden would come up with trolls and they were like, let's just go high when they go low. Okay, let's not. Yeah, they finally figured out when they go low, we go high is like what a dork says. That's
so lame.
It's so lame. Like, that's not what you do at all. You troll harder. Like, who can troll better is who wins. We talked about this years ago, Hot Talk. Memes are the most important form of entertainment, currency, anything. They literally run the world. Who run the world? Memes. That's what So it's like they figure out how to do memes. I was watching a video right before the thing of like Kamala reacting to Donald Trump quotes, and I was like, yeah, that's what you should be doing. Your people are gonna like that. You should be doing that. So instead of
going, JD Vance's policy is gonna hurt women, the reproductive rights issue, or you can go, he fucks couches, right?
Yeah. And what do you when you get up there, right? When you get to the voting booth, when you go to a party, okay? We have a family get together. I guess it'll be done by Christmas and Thanksgiving, but like if you go to a Labor Day barbecue, right? You get a little tipsy, you're talking to your political uncle, and he goes, well, these should have been states' rights from the beginning, and he's just trying to protect families, and but I heard he fucks couches, though. Like, you don't need to cite sources when you say stuff like that. You don't need to have all the data. You don't need anything except, like, it's just a rumor I heard on the internet, but it sounds true. And that's
weird.
It's kind of weird.
No.
And it's fun to say. So, like, right now, I don't think this is a huge difference maker. In a month or two, ask me then. I mean, what's true in August is not true in October, is not true in November. Like, there's still a long time for energy and momentum to shift back and forth.
I think Trump is trying to do some Steiner math right now because it was a three-way, it was a triple threat.
Yeah.
But you added RFK Jr. to the mix, but now you take away his 33% chance because he's not even going to try.
Right. So his 33 1/3 is gone, except Trump already had a 10% chance. So if he also gets the 33.3% chance, then his 66 just became 76. Is that what you're trying to say?
Right. It's not looking good for Kamala.
Tough. It's looking really, really tough. Plus, like, here's the thing. This, to me, is the type of stuff Trump now needs to shift, okay? If, like, the Democrats are trolling, Trump maybe can show, like, his real side and try to be a real person. He went on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and it was a great interview because like Theo was just being Theo and just like coming up with these wild things to talk about, and actually for a couple of moments had this guy Trump sounding like a human being, you know,
because you don't know how to approach Theo. It's like
because
you
don't
can't
know.
use your usuals. Like
No, because yeah, people try to use witchcraft and magic on him all the time, but he's the great magician that there is. Like, you don't even know if Theo's like is he even like, is he a person? Like, is he an entity? Like, I don't understand. But I tell you what, there's no mystery about is his success. Like, who wouldn't enjoy this content? Look at this.
No, I would just do cocaine. That was really, yeah. So not just, yeah.
That's
And it was
that's down and dirty, right?
Yeah. And this is, I mean, it was, yeah.
But you don't anymore?
No, I don't do it anymore.
By the way, Theo is so interesting that even when he's sitting in the room with a former president, somehow the conversation shifts back. And I've never in my life, I'm not talking about political. I'm talking about The Apprentice. I'm talking about WWE. I'm talking about real estate mogul. I'm talking about Trump steaks. Never in my life have I ever seen Donald Trump publicly ask a question about another person. I've never seen him take interest in another human being, talk about anyone else. And all of a sudden I hear him going like, tell me more about that. Like, was that a little while? Was that? And I'm like, oh my God, how did he do it? He figured out the code. It's really remarkable.
I mean, it was, yeah.
But you don't anymore?
No, I don't do it anymore, man. And I'm not doing it.
Is it too much?
He cares.
Too much?
He does.
Some of the stuff started to get a real rattle in it too. I don't know where we were even getting it from in this country, but yeah, it started to make me feel like I was a mechanic or something.
So the thing you go back to then.
What?
And he's like follow-up questions.
Yeah, he wants to know more. He's like,
really, really.
because he just throws that in and made me feel like a mechanic. Wait, what? Like I never want this to end, and neither did the Donald.
Like I was a mechanic or something.
So the thing you go back to then is alcohol for the most part.
Right. Yeah. But what I want probably is cocaine, but I know that if I have a drink, then it'll like be like, okay, well, I had a drink, then I can do this.
Is cocaine a stronger?
Question. It's amazing.
That's never happened.
That's never happened. He just makes statements and then follows it up with 2 or 3 more statements and just rambles.
Oh yeah.
Up?
Yeah. Cocaine.
So you're way up with cocaine more than anything else you can think of.
Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. You know what I'm saying? You'll be.
He called them all.
You think he has like PR people in the back going like?
I mean, they're probably going like, this is probably better than the alternative. Cocaine will make you feel like a damn owl, homie.
You'll be out on your own porch, you know. And you'll be your own street lamp. You're freaking.
And is that a good feeling? Well,
no,
it's
horrible.
A miserable feeling.
But you do it anyway, just like the guy you're saying with the scotch. Like you.
How did?
No,
I mean,
I think it's also because Trump is like straight edge, right? Like he doesn't drink.
Yeah, he said in the conversation on the podcast that, you know, he had a brother who I guess had a substance problem, and he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke cigarettes, he doesn't do anything like that.
So it might be like that one human quality that you could actually get him to open up, and he's curious about.
Maybe he's never experienced the one thing he's never experienced. Like, oh, really?
Right.
What's that? Oh, tell me more about. Yeah. And he realizes like he's in it now. So let's have this conversation. Meanwhile, this piece of media, I feel like, is one of the greatest things from one perspective. This piece of media is one of the greatest things from a completely different perspective. After I saw this, and then I saw the RFK announcement, part of me did wonder, will Trump switch out JD Vance for RFK?
I think it's too late now, technically. I bet you he does. I bet you he does want to.
I bet you he wants to, because this was nuts. I'm going to tell you. So I watched this. I said, people got to be making too much of this. This is JD Vance going into a donut shop. But as I watched it, I mean, I've watched this video probably half a dozen times because I'm so fascinated by it. You know what this energy is that JD Vance has in a donut shop? It's hot dog just got thrown on stage with no warning energy. Like, it's like, I know I've seen people communicate, but I've lost that ability.
Well, the difference being that he knew. It's not like anyone threw him into that donut shop.
No,
he knew.
that's
he
what I
was going in
mean.
for a photo op.
It's crazy. It was planned. Like, you're supposed to have that. Like, that energy that you have is supposed to be that way. That's why there's no warning. That's why it's like,
Right.
go up on stage right now. Just because, like, even if you had 5 minutes, you'd be able to kind of collect your thoughts and you'd do fine. Like, you are a human with a brain. You do fine.
Right.
But if I give you 5 seconds, then it's like everything's happening. You're flustered. You're already on stage before you know it. And you're like, what am I doing here?
You're falling off the sky.
Yes, exactly. Meanwhile, JD is over here like unable to communicate with human beings. And it's like, this guy's a politician. He's written a best-selling book. He's had a movie made of his life. And he looks like the type of guy that doesn't mind to eat a donut every now and then. Like, would that be?
You should look at photos of him in high school. He was like a little fatty. Okay, fatty.
Fatty is what
Fatty
you were
dork.
saying. Yeah.
That was a slow slip.
Yeah, I'll bet it was. Yeah, I mean, watch this. This was in Georgia. This was in Halt's Sweet Shop in Valdosta, Georgia.
Good. The zoo has come to town. Thank you for letting us come in here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, thank you for letting us come in. It's a store.
And come in.
The zoo's come to town. Am I right? She's like,
What's the open sign here? So
Yeah.
What
The
do you
zoo's
want?
the zoo's come to town, huh? Do you want a donut?
Looks like is everybody else in here? All right, one of the few. Okay.
I also love, he's looking, is there anybody else in here? I think the plan is to buy donuts for everybody that's in the store, but nobody's in the store because nobody sits in a donut shop without a donut. Like, you go,
No.
first thing you do when you get in there is buy a donut.
And then you leave.
You leave. And if you are staying, you already bought your donut. You're not waiting for a second donut.
I mean, I guess he's just getting donuts for all of the press that he brought in, which is kind of weird, but
I mean, I guess.
So we are. Let's see. We're gonna get how many people, Nick? How many donuts do we get? I would get a couple dozen, sir. A couple dozen? Okay.
I need one of my helpers to tell me how many donuts to buy. Like, so just have him buy them. Like, this is
how many do you eat?
Yeah, hot dog. How many donuts do we need? You'd be like, I can tell you this. The same information is available to me that's available to you. I don't have any secrets here.
On average.
Yeah. What's a typical amount of donuts per person when you go to a donut shop?
6, 8.
Hot dog, you're a human being, right?
Okay, yeah. She doesn't want to be on film, guys, so just cut her out of anything. Appreciate that, man.
That's
I'll pay you, man.
a close up.
Just zoom in. All right, I'll zoom in then.
Well, they still got him. They still got her on film.
She's right there. She's right there. And also, like, he said, thank you for letting us in. Why wouldn't you check with her before? Like, she's like, I don't want to be on film. Clearly, they didn't scout this location at all.
Yeah, don't they send a team, or not a team? Don't you send like one person?
At
in
least
and be like,
send a
"Hey, we're
hot
gonna-
dog in to go, like, is it okay if we come in and shoot?
Hey, the future vice president's coming in, so
The guy
you
with
don't wanna be in?
Kamala?
Okay,
Waltz is coming here?
no, the couch guy.
Yeah. No, it's actually JD Vance. He has a movie about his life. It's on Netflix, a best-selling book. He likes couches, right? Yes, that is
Should
how
we-
some people know him.
Should we move our couch?
How great would it be if the donut lady was like, we got a couch-shaped donut. Let me guess, JD. You want to sit in a booth? No, get out of here. Get out of here.
American Vice President, good to see you.
Okay.
Do you think that's in his head all the time? Like, every time he does one of these things, there's just a little voice in his head going, please don't mention a couch. Please don't mention a couch. Please don't mention a couch.
We're gonna do 2 dozen.
Okay.
Yep. But just to
Wait,
random assortment stuff.
I think
That would be bad enough unto itself.
I don't
But-
want this.
A random. Let me just get a random assortment of stuff, and then just like the awkward. All
Okay, you guys.
right, now what do I say?
This is his introduction. This is what I was looking for.
She doesn't want to be on film, guys, so just cut her out of anything. Appreciate that, man.
Okay.
I'll give you Vice President. Let's see it.
Okay.
We're gonna do.
He said,
Can you imagine if someone told you that?
he said, I'm JD Vance. I'm running for vice president. You know what she said? Okay.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
What do you want? I would have left. If someone responded that way, I would have
Yeah.
left. I was like, okay, let's just go to another store because
Tell
this
them who
isn't
you
gonna
are.
work out.
Hey, I'm Sam Roberts. I do some stuff with Sirius. I'm on YouTube, WWE. I have a wrestling podcast.
What kind of hot sauce do you want?
Yeah, what are you ordering? Oh,
Yeah.
we don't have any.
That's so defeating already.
Yeah, okay. We don't have any discounts.
Maybe she was he clear? Like, even if I don't like the guy, I feel like if someone told me I'm running for vice president of the United States, I'd have a little bit more energy. Do you think she knows him and doesn't fuck with him, or she really just doesn't give a hell?
I think she doesn't want anything to do with this. She said don't film. Like, I think she just wants to work at a donut shop. I think she wants to be left alone.
She doesn't.
Okay.
Yep. It's just a random assortment of stuff here.
Don't. What do you didn't think? Like, let me ask you a hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason politicians do this is to be like, let's make a video of me being a human being, right? That's
yeah,
right.
Get some photos.
Right. And people will see politicians, they're just like us. Right. Celebrities.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, you get an energized staff. They're excited to have the vice president there, so you get some smiling hugs.
Sure. Sure.
If you're
But
lucky.
before you go there, I mean, I'll tell you, for me, I'm planning out my dozen. I'm going to plan out a dozen and then get an identical second dozen to that dozen. But I'm specifically planning out the dozen. I'm not showing up at this donut shop and I don't care if it's a Dunkin'. I'm not showing up and going, I don't know, some glazed and you pick. Because that just screams, I don't know anything about donuts. And
right.
Like, and it's a principle thing at that point. It's like, why'd you go to a donut shop if you don't know anything about donuts? Why are you
here?
Why isn't somebody else doing the ordering? If you don't know anything about donuts, don't order donuts in a donut shop. I know a lot about donuts. You put me in a donut shop and tell me to do the ordering, we're coming back with something great. First of all, the amount of donuts that don't have holes is going to be minimal. Second of all, I'm going to be able to look at the specific donuts and go like, that's a good day. Because sometimes you go to a Dunkin' Donuts, and if it's a good Dunkin' Donuts, man, those chocolate glazed are great. But if it's a bad Dunkin' Donuts, they look a little mushy and soggy. We're not getting any of those. We're going to heavy up on the powdered because you can't go wrong with a powdered donut. There's all these decisions to make. You know what happens? If I worked at a donut store and some dude in a suit was like, give me a couple dozen of whatever, I'd be filling up a box of the worst donuts. If anybody comes in and says, I need a dozen donuts, you pick, great. Here's all the worst donuts. I'll sell the other ones anyway. Donut? I mean,
I think the generic, the regular brown one with nothing on it, just
like
I think those are just so
like the classic donut that's not even glazed, or a glazed donut.
Right. Yeah. No. The glazed are amazing.
Right.
Classic.
So that's not even sweet.
No, it's just boring.
Right. Yeah, he'd have a dozen of them.
even if he said, let me get 2 dozen glazed donuts. At least that looks human. I was like, oh, he really loves his glazed donuts.
He loves glazed donuts. Yeah, he probably dips it in his coffee or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it'd be like, I mean, the amount of Boston, it'd be literally, there'd be 8 Boston creams in that box. And it's like, none of these donuts have holes in them. That's probably what I would do. Because you got to be a real psychopathic person. It's one thing, if you have a dozen donuts, 2 of them not having holes is fine. 2 cream-filled donuts is fine. But to walk into a place with a box of a dozen donuts, and there's not 1 donut in that box that has a hole in it, you are a lunatic. And that's exactly what I would do if I worked at a donut shop and they were like, you pick the dozen, it would be all cream-filled donuts. And people would think that person who purchased was crazy.
I gotta. It's the only way I could restrain myself.
Yeah. Like, this is what I would do for amusement.
Yeah, it's not helping.
No. Oh. No, we need that full screen, buddy.
Okay.
I've been here since the beginning of July.
Okay.
But this
It's my
year.
favorite part.
You like that
This
part?
is my favorite part.
Okay. Okay. How long? You see Patton Oswalt's thing that he put up?
Well,
He like wore a suit like JD Vance and pretended he was doing crowd work like him. And he went, "Hey, where are you from?" And the guy went, "Oregon." He was like, "Okay. Where are you from?" Oh, okay.
oh, good. Good. Awesome.
Isn't it like so great? Like you want to like, how long have you been working here? Since July of this year. Literally, I've been working here for 1 month, like maybe 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, how do you like it? You like is it a good place to work?
Now, okay, hot dog. We had this discussion maybe earlier this year, but you have very, very recently started to master the art of small talk. True or false?
Yes.
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 And you love to once you began to develop the skill, you really wanted to utilize it, right?
I'm good. You see me at work.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but people do find
What?
it. People do find it charming. That is true.
Yes.
Do you look at this as disgraceful?
I would want to switch places. I would hope that he introduced you to the stage and I was in this situation because I would have nailed this situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
If someone said go to a donut store and just make some small talk, hell yeah.
I will say this about hot dog. If I say go grab me 2 dozen donuts and make it seem like you're like a real affable guy, you'd literally not only would you come back to me with 2 dozen donuts, but the staff at the donut shop would probably be with you.
Yeah.
Like,
and I had
hey,
I had their Instagram.
Yeah, I brought the guys. I brought the
Yeah,
crew.
This is my boy. I'm already introducing him as my boy.
Yeah, yeah.
How about you, sir?
Almost 2 years.
Okay. Good. How long is
Okay.
How long you been working here? About a month. Okay. How about you? How long you been working here? 2 years. Okay, good.
Same exact reaction.
But I'll
like
bet-
at least the 2 years one, you could have been like, "Oh wow, yeah, okay." So, how do you like throw some like feigned excitement over someone being there for 2 years? That's a long time.
Because it was almost like when the lady said, "I've been working here since July." It's like, "Oh, I wanted somebody that's been working here longer." So I just say, "Okay." And the other guy says, "Oh, I've been working here much longer." And he just goes, "Okay, I don't have anything for that either." Well, then why are you asking? Like,
He just wants to ask everyone. the same
clearly,
thing.
there's no response that will have a follow-up. None.
And it's also like the worst part about this is like this isn't a tough situation to make a conversation out of. It's like they're basically held like they're held hostage. They have nowhere else to go.
No.
They're working on your donuts. This is easy.
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 just everything? Yeah, I mean a lot of glazed here, some sprinkle stuff.
Some sprinkled stuff.
What is that? Give me everything, a lot of glazed and some sprinkle stuff. What do you eat, dude? How can you have not? I mean, it's a donut. It's the classic American thing. It's the breakfast food of champions, they say.
Or at least, if you're not going to do donut, if the donut shop if the donut shop is too much, then maybe go, okay, well, what do I do like to eat? Let's go to that store.
Yeah, like I'm
Let's
gonna tell you guys right now. You put me in a donut store, I'm gonna drown. Okay, this is a sink or swim scenario, and you might as well tie anchors to both of my feet because we are going down, and we are going down fast. Now,
And then what if I go, Sam? Hey, we need a photo op. We need to make you look relatable. How about we take you to Chick-fil-A?
That's easy. No problem. No problem.
Are you-
I'll make friends. See, here's you know what the problem is with JD Vance? They said this. Well, we could take you to a donut shop, and he probably, I'm gonna guess, he goes, I don't know how well I'll do in a donut shop, but if you really, want me to be an expert, I would say Bob's Discount Furniture. And they went, let's just try our luck at the donut
All
shop.
right. All right.
There are worse things than looking uninformed, you know?
Some of these cinnamon rolls, just whatever makes sense.
Whatever makes sense. I don't know. Some
what's
cinnamon
I was like,
rolls.
what the fuck does that mean?
Some cinnamon rolls, but if it makes sense.
Sir, they all make sense. That's why we sell it here.
Hey, let me talk to my guy that's been here for 2 years. would a cinnamon roll work in the scenario of a dozen donuts?
No, that doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This guy walked in. He wanted glazed, sprinkle stuff, and cinnamon rolls. That makes no sense at all. That is crazy.
The glazed with the sprinkled stuff? Is he a lunatic?
Yeah, sprinkle stuff. I'm gonna go to Dunkin' tomorrow. Go. Let me get a large black cold brew and some sprinkle stuff.
Yeah, Trump has to be. Do you think Trump is looking at all this
He's
stuff?
fuming, dude. Trump is fuming. You know why? Because Trump will wreck a donut shop. Trump knows exactly.
Oh, he
Are
would
you
kill
kidding me?
it.
Trump would be in there just like he'd be chopping it up with people. You know exactly. Oh, that donut sucks. That's not very good. Now that's a nice donut. Oh, that's a good donut. Oh, I like that donut.
And then he's talking about Mickey D's afterwards.
Of course he would. And he'd buy everybody a Big Mac on his way out. Everybody sit down. You all have Big Macs coming to you. It's been great.
Remember how happy he looked in that photo where he catered? He
Yes.
had McDonald's catering.
You know what?
And
You
he
know.
just standing over it.
You know what? You know what JD Vance would do? He'd go into a McDonald's and he'd buy everybody food, except he'd buy them all Filet-O-Fish. Like everybody eats Filet-O-Fish. And people go, I don't want a Filet-O-Fish. You bought us all Filet-O-Fishes? He goes, yeah, Filet-O-Fish. It's the best sandwich in McDonald's. What else would you go to McDonald's for other than Filet-O-Fish? I don't understand.
The only thing missing is for him to be like, and let me get 20 Coca-Colas.
Yeah.
That's okay.
This is the same energy when Hot Dog I went to Chick-fil-A with Hot Dog, and I noticed he was panicking. He goes, wait, what comes with the meals? And he's staring. That's what it was. His eyes were darting all over the menu. So I stood up, I walked up to the counter and I go, Hot Dog will order. And he went, and he panicked and he ordered a #1 combo with waffle cut potato fries.
I did mention it.
Waffle cut potato fries and a cherry Coca-Cola. I was like, am I here with an alien? It was the craziest experience of my life. He goes, I'd like a #1 combo, and can I have that with waffle cut potato fries and a cherry Coca-Cola? And the lady goes, they all come with waffle fries. Oh, okay.
It's very psychotic.
Waffle cut potato fries and a cherry Coca-Cola. And then and then we get back to the booth and Hot Dog goes, how do we get the sauces? And I go, you have to go up and ask for them. So I made him go back up and ask for the sauces. He was all mixed up that day.
But you know, if you told me I had to go in to Chick-fil-A the day before for a photo op, I'd probably go that day of and practice and look at the menu.
I think you would do that. I think you would. I think you would. You'd know you because you would, you like being in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You like knowing, like, okay, like Raising Cane's. Like you would know to go double Texas toast, no coleslaw. Because
Right.
you know that's what the real ones do.
Yeah.
But
Or
without advance notice, you'd flounder.
no, because without advance notice, I'm waiting for you to order, and then I'll go, same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Let me get what he's having. Whereas JD obviously did zero preparation for this, just thinking, how hard can it be? And it was the most difficult thing ever.
Ma'am, if you don't want to be on film, you're good. If you don't want to be on film, you're okay.
If you don't want to be on film, you're okay. I know he's weird. You probably don't want to be in a video with him.
If you want to step aside from this weirdo here.
Yeah, I mean, look at his face. He knows too. Look.
Because it hurts. You got to take that personal a little
Ma'am,
bit.
if you don't want to be on film, you're good.
What'd you say? Ma'am, if you don't want to be on film, okay.
Wouldn't you take that personally?
1000% take it personally. 1000%. If it would be like if you came here and like when we first started doing Sam Roberts Now, you would be on the couch. We would both be here in studio doing it. It would be like if you were like, hey man, like I'm happy to help out with the show, but I don't need to be on camera. I'd be like, you'd be like, no. I don't need to be an on-air part of this.
I'll produce. I'll, whatever. I just
I mean,
don't want to be.
that's clearly what you say when you're like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? And I support your dream.
Yeah.
But this sucks. This show sucks. Like, I don't want to be associated because what you're doing sucks. I don't want to be a part of it.
I'll help you out though.
Whatever I could do, because we're boys. But like, it's pathetic. Your dream. It's stupid. It's never gonna happen.
Put a blur on my face if you have to.
If you have to, yeah, give me a big dot over my face because this show sucks and it's embarrassing.
And this would have been the equivalent of like Jess telling me, and you're looking like Jess is like, Hot Dog, you don't have to be on the show.
I'm like, oh, hey, do you want to be on the show? And Jess is just whispering like, Hot Dog, you don't have to be on the show if you don't want to. Okay. That's, oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, they're talking about me.
Oh, no. I thought you guys still want the donuts? You want donut? You like glazed?
And not that this is like a break the fourth wall situation, but like the fact that he has to turn around and talk to whoever that PR person is or press person to get the okay, and all of that's being recorded. It's like,
you guys like glazed or sprinkle stuff?
What a
If you don't want to
fail.
be on film, you're okay.
Yeah. He said, yeah.
How long has this place been around?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. Okay. How long?
It's going.
How long has this place been around? 4 years. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any more people in the back that I could ask the same question to? Is the manager there?
He loves numbers questions. He loves how long. How long? Okay. Okay. How long has the building been here? It was constructed in 1980. All right.
Okay.
Good.
I'm wondering like if like he steps out. You know how like the Barstool guy steps out with like his box of pizza, Dave Portnoy,
Mhm.
and then he's probably just like, great day at the donut shop. I met a person there, been there 2 years. Manager, 4 years. One person's been there for 2 months. It's great.
It's really good. It's really good.
Now we're gonna try out the sprinkle stuff.
Everybody knows the rules. One bite.
4 years. Okay. How long have you been here?
A little over 6 months.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. He's got 2 months, 2 years, 6 months. All of them. Okay. I'm
good.
Response acknowledged. Anyway.
Oh, nothing. Just
Okay. And then this guy wants to talk about it. Like
Now, but are like, I was gonna say, like, are they hiding this from Trump, or are they showing Trump, look how much of a loser your guy is?
there's their guys.
Like, do you think he's aware?
No, I think you know why he's aware? Because I think Trump likes making fun of people and being better than people. So I think Trump, even with if it's his vice president, I think because remember he was in like a media thing, and they were like, they go, hey, they've been saying you're weird, and Trump said, no, I said that about JD.
Right? He threw him under the bus.
So my thinking is that like, whereas I like to make fun of you, but when other people make fun of you and you're not there, I'm like, it's
Right.
like, no. Like, he's an idiot, but
That's my idiot.
it's my idiot. And like, you couldn't even be my idiot. So who are you talking to, dude? Like,
And Trump is like, I don't know.
Trump's the opposite. He's like, he wants everybody to call him an idiot because that means that Trump is not an idiot. So he likes that, I think.
Yeah, because I feel like he with Pence had some jokes going his way, but he was never looked at as a dork or weak or any of that.
No, because he was like a real
like
a square.
yes,
Yeah.
like a regular old politician.
Yeah.
And this guy is a joke,
He is.
kind of at this point. I mean, I would think we're entering, if we're not already there, joke territory with JD.
Well, he's
And that's
weird.
the last thing Trump wants. Yeah,
He's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's politics. I mean, I don't know. Should we talk about Ronaldo being on YouTube? I don't really. Do we care?
I have no idea what that's about.
He went. Okay, look. I'll just tell you real quick. So Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, the hot soccer player, right?
Well, he's now the hot YouTuber. Cristiano Ronaldo is a YouTube. It is kind of funny, right? Because Cristiano Ronaldo is the fastest growing YouTuber in the history of YouTube. In in 90 minutes of being on the platform, he got 1 million subscribers.
Holy smokes.
He is now the fastest YouTuber ever to hit 1, 10, and 20 million. I believe he's only been on for like 3 days, maybe 2 days. And he's already up to like 35 million subscribers. His videos are going nuts, even though they're like 3 minutes long.
Yeah. What does he do? Is he hosting a podcast?
No. He's just like doing like, how well do you know me? Like they're doing like, I guess, newlywed game. Yeah.
I have none, I have lots.
Because every summer he finds one.
But they're also like voiceover. Like he doesn't speak in English on the video. So there's another voiceover, I guess. But it's fun.
I'm not in the loop of, I know the big names in soccer, but is he the biggest?
The biggest. He's the biggest. You could argue he's the biggest name in sports globally.
Yes.
I mean, he's got the biggest.
Soccer's huge.
Yeah. He's might be the biggest athlete in the world globally. He's got the biggest social following even before YouTube. So he just comes on, which I kind of like. I like that vibe. Like for a long time, it's very interesting to watch because for a long time, traditional celebrities were getting butthurt because YouTubers would come in and get like movie deals, TV deals, first look deals. They'd get stand-up tours. They get all this stuff. And the people who were just traditional, workers at that field would get butthurt because the YouTubers would bring in their internet fame that the traditional famous people didn't understand and surpass them. So again, we go back to this idea of, well, if they troll, we'll troll better. Now there is this wave, and we see it in podcasting. We're now seeing it on YouTube, where Will Smith did it. Big celebrities are like, well, why don't I, if the YouTubers are coming to take famous stuff, why don't I just go take YouTube?
Right. And if you think you're already more talented than them, just do it.
Go do it. Go do it. It's open for anybody. If you can figure it out, go do it. It is funny because like now he is being compared to other YouTubers. And so like I thought Mr. Beast was in hiding. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I thought he was like, his latest challenge was that he gets to keep some of his money if he stays in hiding for a very long time. But he's still putting out videos. He put out some video like, I'm going to be trapped in a cave for a week, or I don't know what it was. I'm going to hide people I shouldn't be hiding for years. That's the new challenge. But I was like, so I saw that there was a video that came out like within the last week. So I wanted to see what the comments were. Like, what are people saying when he puts out a video?
What are the vibes right now with him?
Bro, you know what the funniest thing is?
What?
The whole, like, as I was scrolling, it was just all comments that said, Ronaldo is coming. Ronaldo is coming. Ronaldo,
I love that.
Like, Ronaldo is coming for you. And then the one guy, I show Speed, huge YouTuber. He got in trouble on YouTube not too long ago because he had like sports cars driving at him full speed and he was jumping over him. Did you see him do
the Kobe
that?
Bryant commercial?
Yeah. But he was doing it and so YouTube got a little mad at him because he's like, this is going to encourage kids to get run over by cars.
Very impressive. I thought it was like CGI.
It was real impressive.
It's real.
It was real impressive.
Very impressive.
But then I told my 7-year-old son about it and I said, but don't do that. And he goes, I never would. And then like 20 minutes later, he was like, Dad, do you think I could jump over a motorcycle? And I was like, YouTube might have a point. But he's doing bad. He's doing fine. He's back. He's all good. He was at Fanatics Fest.
He's the shit. He's high up right now.
Oh,
it's him,
Kai,
him and Kai Cenat.
Yeah. But yeah, I Show Speed is big time. But I Show Speed also loves Ronaldo. Like he's a big soccer guy. He loves Ronaldo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was watching I Show Speed did a live react to Cristiano Ronaldo getting more subscribers than him. Because like I Show Speed has 28.2 million subscribers. Like he's not playing around, but it's taken him his entire career to get that. Cristiano, it took him a day to get 28.2 million subscribers. And so like I was wondering like if he was going to be like, feeling spicy about it, but he loves Ronaldo so much that he was like, oh, if Ronaldo can, it felt like the vibe that I was getting was, if Ronaldo can beat me, he really is the GOAT. This is awesome.
That's positive.
Yeah. So he did this.
Bro.
You can see it's getting close.
So here he comes, Sam. Here he comes. Here he comes. We're now on the go. Oh my God. He just did it in one day. He passed me in one day. Oh my God. Oh.
Almost passed him. What?
He likes doing that.
He elbow dropped his own equipment and then what's this? This is it's a dusty ass Steam Deck too.
I don't know if you knew this.
What? I mean, just screaming.
He's acting like he retired him. Oh God! Oh, I don't even see that. One day he did it. One day.
So that was iShow Speed's reaction to it.
Did you know that's his special? That's his like trademark.
Elbow dropping his own equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good. I've never tried that here.
You should.
I should think
Just
about it.
Jump on that FX30.
It would be fun. Yeah. Nicole broke it. I made her buy a new one. I should have known. No, there's a whole thing. Like, we just do this regularly.
You should have done the same thing and then make it look like, oh, he's gonna pass 172. Oh, he's gonna do it.
I should find like very small YouTubers that are passing me. He really is a goat. He really is. So congratulations. Welcome to Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'd like to say, Ronaldo, if I can be of any help to you navigating these waters, I'm a professional here, you know. You could see over 100
Don't put me on camera.
I mean, I'll get over 100 live viewers regularly. So
we could add on. It could be a collab.
Yeah, if you'd like to collab. Me and Ronaldo, we're about to collab. Ronaldo's getting lonely on this Friday night. Wouldn't it be great?
That's my favorite thing. When
by the way, you're going to be on that screen every single week. I'm going to pitch to you, and it's going to be hot dog on the screen until 1 week. It'll be Ronaldo.
There's a lot of weeks in the year and in our lives to make it happen.
Are you telling me it couldn't happen?
No,
Okay.
I can't tell you that.
All right. Yeah, don't. Because you know what happens. It'll happen.
So tune in. We'll have to every single day. Every single Friday night, we're gonna have to be like, tune in because we have a special guest.
And who knows? Maybe it'll be beyond Friday nights. Maybe we'll just go randomly one day. If I'm on a Wednesday and I'm going, oh, I'm going to do a special lonely show, you better tune in because it could be Ronaldo.
For anyone who's not watching, you should just do that next week. Just tweet it out. We have a very special guest. You're not going to want to miss.
That's right.
We have Roberts now.
A surprise.
just to get some anger clickbait.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, we're running out of time. I gotta go do the SmackDown Lowdown tonight, but I'm real excited about this. I know, I'm a humble brag. I'm pretty excited about this Y2K movie, Kyle Mooney's movie. I would have talked about it more, but I think we went long on the donut stuff.
We got next week.
Okay, we got next week. We will be here. I hope you will be too. If you'd like to be a part of tonight's show, super chat in. Every super chat gets acknowledged on Sam Roberts Now. That's the rule of Sam Roberts Now. Every super chat gets acknowledged. I appreciate all you guys that were also at Fanatics Fest along with myself, Hot Dog, and iShow Speed, and got to see any of the stuff that we did. The Paul Heyman interview from day 2, it was the Saturday of Fanatics Fest, is up now. And on the Sunday, we were originally scheduled to just do Rey Mysterio, but we one-upped it, and we did Drew McIntyre and Rey Mysterio The Drew McIntyre video from Fanatics Fest went up this morning. It is up now. The Rey Mysterio interview will be up next week. Go over to the Notsam Wrestling YouTube channel to check that out. And there's a new episode of the Satisfying Podcast. Yes, where we talked about Hot Dog's intro. Go over to Satisfying Podcast on YouTube. You can search it in, or you can listen on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get podcasts. It's myself and Nicole Biggins. We do the Satisfying Podcast, and it's a very, very fun time once a week, every Thursday. So check that out. And unlike this show, we got audio on that show too. So you can go on Apple, Spotify, SiriusXM app, wherever you get podcasts. Look up Satisfying. Find me and Nicole. And let's go. Super chat in. Every super chat will get acknowledged. We start with PHWOFL. Speaking of Hulk Hogan, did you see that some lady got plunked in the head by a Hulk Hogan All-American beer? I did not see that. I don't know, man. Hogan's not having the best of times right now, I don't think. He's a little lost
He
in
started
the
off.
sauce.
He started off the summer strong.
He started off the summer strong. I tell you what, he did very well at Fanatics Fest. People want to embrace Hulk. That's the thing. Like, he needs to like drop all this political stuff because people want to embrace Hulk Hogan. I've never seen anybody that more people want to embrace, want to forgive, just want to celebrate the wrestler that they grew up watching. Like, there's so much goodwill for this guy.
Maybe NWO Hogan.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Hey, Fizzellas, loved the show. Did you happen to check out Ronda Rousey's Reddit AMA? It was definitely one that veered off topic quickly. Yeah, Ronda definitely went into the AMA Hall of Fame this week. You can check that out. But I love kind of reflecting on the classic AMAs that went very, very poorly. There's a Hall of Fame. There are YouTube videos about it. It's great internet lore. And
Woody
Harrelson's, yeah, was terrible. Ronda.
I'm just here to talk about Rampart. Well, it's called an AMA.
Let's keep it to Rampart. So yeah, Ronda definitely went into that Hall of Fame. I believe that she's addressed and tried to apologize a bit, but yeah,
I thought it was a great apology.
I actually thought she took ownership, which most people do too. Yeah, I thought she did well. She actually, interestingly with Ronda Rousey, like as she kind of comes, like the more she explains her comments, the more it's like, okay, I can kind of get your vibe. Okay, I kind of see where you were coming from. Oh, but you don't. And I wish I hadn't said that, and I wish I hadn't said this. She seems at least honest, right?
And she was in this apology. She was able to not just apologize, but reflect on why it was that she thought that way. This is, it was good.
Yeah. Not Sam Lehman. That Paul Heyman interview was fire. Thank you. I wish Hot Dog was my MC. I would pay him in Dogecoin. Hot Dog loves Dogecoin. And I do want to say, Lehman, I appreciate you because, when I host the Fanatics Live app for WWE, Lehman is a big, heavy spender. And I heard through the grapevine, nobody told me on an official level, but I heard through the grapevine that there were higher-ups wondering why Lehman was not spending any money when I wasn't there.
That's funny.
So that's a good look for me, I feel like. It's job security. Open parentheses, #_ hot dog ever call that cook for Norton's party / Troy's birthday? That was a big thing on Jim and Sam this week.
We're on it. Easy. Tranquilo.
My favorite part of that was me pretending to be outraged. Like, are you kidding me? You've had this number for 36 hours and you didn't call him? And you just go, Sam, we've gotten in the car for road trips where our accommodations were not fully secured. And I was like,
where the hell we're staying?
I was like, yeah, sometimes we're a little more tranquilo. Okay, all right. Maybe you're right. Poodlerific. I loved how Theo kept calling him Donald. What is your take on that move? Was it a strategic power play, down home friendliness? I think it was not a power move. I think it was just vibe setting. You know, I think Theo's a very, very, very intelligent guy. And like, I think it was a matter of like setting the tone early and then kind of building off that tone that was set. That's kind of how I took it. And almost
like everyone calls him Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump, President Trump, Mr. President. And it almost like, hey, let's just have a conversation as two dudes. And that puts it on the table. And he wasn't at all like rude or combative, but he also wasn't like ass kissy. He was just being himself. And I thought that was.
I think this Trump interview with Theo would, if it ever happened, it would be better than a Rogan Trump interview. I think, because I feel like Trump wouldn't open up that same way. Trump would probably be on the same rah-rah.
And because there'd be an awareness that Rogan is so big. Like everybody knows Rogan is the show. Whereas like there are still people, I mean, like that's what the internet does. Like people can get huge and still there are people that don't really know who they are, or maybe if they do, exactly how big they really are. Yeah. B-Herb, this money is for a donut for hot dog. Oh, hot dog. What kind of donut you going to get?
Some of that sprinkle stuff.
Okay.
Whatever makes sense.
Okay. Can you imagine if you asked a donut person what makes sense here? What?
I'd be so annoyed.
Yeah. What do you mean? What makes sense? Everything makes sense. Open parentheses, #_. I'm sure my opinion doesn't matter to you, but Daddy and the Boy was great this week, and I binge watched Satisfying. Very funny. I was satisfied. Your opinion does matter because
I'm here to tell you, we don't care. We don't care.
We don't care. No. If it's compliments, we care. Poodlerific, I'm gonna miss Jim and Sam this week. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you, Poodlerific. It is odd because like I go like, oh, I'm not working this week or I'm on vacation this week. But on Monday morning, there'll still be a Notsam Wrestling podcast. On Monday night, we'll still do Raw Talk. On Thursday, there'll still be a new Satisfying podcast. Like all the other shows.
Those are all hobbies, though. So
are they? I don't know anymore. And I would bet we'll probably be right back here on Friday for another Sam Roberts Now, because the loneliness never stops. I appreciate you all. You got 5 styluses. You might as well use them. And never forget, I'm going to cheers with you later. Have a good one, everybody.